Hello, hello. This is Beyond Special Life that I'm so excited to share with you today. From 8 years being single, struggling with loneliness, aloneness, detachment, not feeling deep, profound connections, I craved so deeply into meeting the love of my life and creating the most profound relationships of my whole life in just few months of applying the recipe. I'm going to talk about it to you today. I'm gonna pin this over here and we are going. If you're here with me live or on repeat, say hello, put your name in the comments. Let me know where are you actually watching this from and why did you actually decide? What made you decide to watch the live and the video about how to meet the love of your life, how to create those relationships? Let me know what is that like for you. If that feels in alignment with you, or send me a private message. Let me know like that so I can share that with community so everyone knows you are not alone feeling this way. And I'm gonna share this with you because I've been working with many phenomenal, beautiful and amazing women where they are expanding in such a beautiful way with their energy, with their purpose work, with how they feel in their life, healing, creating miracles, magnificent results, and many of them is actually single. Many of them is not experiencing the deep, profound soul connections, intimate relationships that they desire. And I'm watching so many women going through this phenomenal journey, desiring meeting the love of their life, desiring being with their specific person in the most amazing, profound relationship, and they are not experiencing it. And this is exactly the reason why I have created the One Experience. This is exactly why I have put together the things to correct those mistakes that majority of women is making actively every single day. What I have noticed women are making, and let me just share with you how I was going through that journey in a few sentences. So I was single for 8 years, and the first 2 years around of this journey, I was in active illness. I was in active illness, insanity, definitely not being in a period that I stepped into later, the period of growth, expansion, healing, and being all focused on what is the energy that I am operating from? How do I actually feel about myself in my body, in my life? Am I just saying I am a creator of my reality, or am I actually behaving like one? And when I started healing on my journey deeply, profoundly, obviously, like any other person, I was approaching those feelings and emotions I didn't felt before. I felt so misunderstood. Now I was dealing with, okay, what is that emotion? Where is that coming from? How can I approach it in the most healthy way? I was learning also, like, how come I'm suffering from such a deep loneliness when there is 8 billion people on the planet? And when I started going deeper and bigger on those sane way of thinking, sober way of thinking and processing data and information and realizing I have few amazing friends in my life. In fact, I have a lot, but I'm only deeply connected with 2 of them. Actually, really deeply connected with just 1 of them. And I'm saying that I'm suffering from loneliness and I can barely stand it. But there is 8 billion people on the planet. What the heck? The issue is not in my environment. The issue is not with the world. The issue was over here, who I was identifying as, and the old energies I was still carrying within my nervous system, within my body, within my behavior, that they were deciding that I'm vibrating on a level of a person who is feeling lonely, misunderstood. The truth is that I was constantly placing walls all around me because I simply didn't know how to deal with not allowing myself to be hurt, not allowing the hurt in, and not knowing how to process the hurt that was already stored within my heart and within my body. So I had to learn in depth how to actually approach this in an entirely new way. And I have been very much convinced I was doing everything that was necessary. I was meditating like I was dreaming about that person being next to me side by side. I was journaling about them. I was visualizing myself in that relationship, leading that freedom lifestyle together with so much passion. And that's what majority of women is doing, that have shared with me how they are creating, manifesting, and building that most dream relationship of their lives. What they are not aware of, and what was I not aware of back then, is that I was dreaming about this person never as someone who already has it in my life. I was dreaming about it like it's a distance between me and it. This is something over there far away, not it here with me. So I was automatically placing that relationship on a pedestal. Automatically, I was charging that person unconsciously by expecting them to fulfill some future needs and desires that I will have, so I don't have to go all in and deal with it, but their job is to tiptoe around it. And I wasn't aware of that stuff until I got really, really, really honest with myself. Until I realized, oh my God, like I expect them to be okay with my emotional spiral downs around my moon cycle. Like I expect them to be okay with it instead of me tidying up that energy. Like this is the stuff I became aware of, and I started realizing, oh my God, if I don't desire to be in such a beautiful relationship with someone who would in a secret expect me to tiptoe around their wounds without them dealing with those wounds, why am I doing that to them? And other expectation, let me know guys if you're identifying with it. Other expectation I had was them to be in a certain way around household, which things they should do so I don't have to do them, and on and on and on and on. And I started realizing, holy cow, I don't take full on responsibility for myself. I don't fulfill all of my needs, wants, desires, and I want them to do it. That doesn't sound like the wholeness frequency relationship that I crave to be in. And when I started being truly, truly lovingly honest with myself about that, I realized, holy cow, I'm bullshitting myself and I'm bullshitting other people. And then I was able to see from an energetic point of view that those are those inner things I don't shine the light on, which we all carry within. If you desire something and you take actions towards it, but you don't materialize it, you have internal repellents towards it. There is a block somewhere within your body, within your energy field that tells you, no, this is not safe for you to have it, and or sends already a signal through your contracted nervous system to the person you desire that you are not a match for what they desire. Okay, your specific person right now is not doubting themselves. They're not swiping on a dating apps. They're not pushing down their old emotions. They're already actively in work. This is the relationship you desire. You didn't create the life you created for yourself to now settle down for less in the relationships. That's why it is so extremely important to become lovingly honest with yourself at the frequency you are operating from. Let me know, guys, if that makes sense. So what does it mean, the frequency you're operating from? If there is a guilt and shame within your body about you, something happened in your past, maybe some kind of scenario between you and in your past relationship, and there is a trauma created within your body that has not been actively approached, healed, released, discharged, released, transmuted into a different type of energy, that's a low frequency of guilt and shame you carry within. Now the relationship crave and desire, which is wholeness, you feel whole, complete and enough with them or without them. The frequency where you share with another wholeness, your magnificence, your gratitude, your joy, how you're dealing with challenges, not expecting them to heal it. This is the type of relationships I'm talking about. I was not interested in any relationships. I could have them any minute. The only thing I had to do is just to say yes. But I was not interested in that, and that's why you're watching this, because you're not interested just to be in any relationship. You desire more. You desire deep, profound connection with another soul mate that you know it is there for you and you are for them. But when you desire that relationship to be entirely different than the relationship you have had in the past, frequency of guilt and shame that is still trapped within you will block you, will keep you stuck exactly where you are, and will not allow you to step into that frequency, into that relationship with that person. Because that relationship for you and for them is designed to be on this higher frequency, love and above. Not guilt and shame, not you fulfill my needs and I will fulfill yours. Not two halves meeting together pretending to be whole. Two halves do not create whole. You desire a relationship that it is of the highest energy. And that's not about perfection. This is about you taking care in depth about your shadow and your light. And they are taking full-on responsibility for their shadow and their light. Now you're having two wholenesses, frequencies meet together. I remember when I was receiving in my last 9 to 5 phenomenal promotion after promotion, and I felt, oh my God, I have no one to share that with. I have no one to share that with who would deeply, profoundly understand how much it means to have number results that they are 4 or 5 times above anyone else from other 30 people in the same team and being rewarded by it with a promotion. Not the next day after I achieve these numbers, after a whole year of doing them. Like I desire to share that with someone. Me doing these amazing phenomenal things on my own no longer fulfilled my cup, because my cup was already full. But I craved and desired to share that magnificence with others. I crave to be seen, and I crave to see another person for their wholeness. So in order for me, when I was for 8 years single, in order for me to, after 8 years, ask myself truly and entirely, okay, Eliza, WTF? This is the thing you crave and desire. You believe your frequency is there, but you are not realizing that in your reality. And there is no such a thing as divine timing. I'm waiting for my specific person could get divorced and their children to grow up and then we will be together. If that's what set your soul on fire, awesome, amazing. But this is not what we're talking about. You create your divine timing. You decide it is here and now. Not after you're 77 and saggy and cannot even move and run, where you desire passionate relationship here and now. This has nothing to do with perfection and everything with honesty, humility, and progress. Can you be honest with yourself about yourself? If you still fantasize about your ex, you still crave the old lower frequency when you were less than. So now your job is not to feel ashamed about it. Your job is fully and entirely learn how to no longer be addicted to that old emotion and fulfill your cup on your own. How to fall in love with who you are exactly the way you are. That's exactly why I created the one. Not to teach you a chat-up lines and how to shorten your dress so it reveals more of your body and which things to say and how to play hard to get and how many swipes on that dating app you need to do per day and how many times do you need to open your legs to meet your soul love. No, this is not the frequency. This is not, let's go into 55,000 dates and then you can ask yourself what's wrong with your energy that you're not manifesting you're the one. This is about you detaching from putting your power. Women, you have a power to create a baby, a human being, or even 5 in one pregnancy or more. More has been recorded. You're waking up with your divinity every single day. And you give your power away because that man looks like the conditioned desire you were imbued with. Like, be honest with yourself. What do you want and desire? Who are you when you don't give your power away to something or someone? Stop waiting. That fairy tale about princess on a castle with long hair waiting for the Prince Charming coming to the rescue. It's all conditioning created to make you give your power away and wait. You are a divinity and magnificence in yourself as you are exactly the way you are. And the one is the experience that helps you reconnect with your magnificence. Release the stuff that it is in you, but it is trapped within your nervous system. And it repels from your life, secretly, what you desire. It is designed to lead you back home to your magnificence, to your divinity, to your wholeness. And from that energy, create exactly what you want and desire. I want to share with you what I created. Just as an example, because if I can do it, after reaching my full-on, solid rock bottom, if I can create the most magnificent life after being through hell and back and forth, so can you. I was born in a communist years, the last few communism years in Poland in 81. I was not made into believe that my world is my oyster and I can become a president and I'm amazing as I am, exactly the way I am. No, I was not brought up in this belief. My parents did the best they could, but the frequency that I was surrounded with was a survival frequency. Was I watching people being killed on the streets? No, heck no. I seen love, I received love, but I didn't knew anything about my power. I was not encouraged to feel my emotions and bring them to the surface and release them. That was not the case. Yet I chose to reconnect with my heart at some point of my journey when I decided enough is enough. And I moved to Scotland when I was 23 without having English. I moved into United Kingdom for a chance, not a promise, for a chance of a better life. Within 6 months, I had my English mastered. And any job I was promoted to required me to level up with my English, so I learned how to speak better and properly, how to write work instructions for Mitsubishi company. It's unbelievable, because I allowed myself to tap into my magnificence. And then I reached my rock bottom. I didn't know how to deal with the emotions that they were trapped within my body, and that got me down. I was drinking uncontrollably every single day since 5 a.m. Doesn't matter that it's Tuesday morning or Sunday. And I was unable to stop until I surrendered, until I became honest with myself and I asked for help and I applied every single thing that was suggested to me, not just some things. And I learned that, oh my God, I'm just so much more than my date of birth and my work title and what is the color of my hair and how many people looked at me today and how many people talk about me behind my back and all of that stuff. I learned, oh my God, there's so much more into this life. I started waking up in a big way, and I started realizing that I'm playing a small game, because that's a part of my journey as a soul in this body. And I started learning, what if I would follow my heart? What if, instead of following my conditioned old thoughts, which is contracted nervous system, I would follow my heart, which is open nervous system? And I started posting and sharing, and people started coming to me, people who are in this work much longer. Eliza, I need your help. Eliza, I need your suggestion. Eliza, I need your advice. Eliza, can you please meet up? Eliza, can you speak for us? Eliza, I have a gig to speak. Eliza, can you share your journey? Over and over and over again. Since I was 4 months into this journey. Why? Because I wasn't bullshitting myself. I was all in work. All in, all in, all in, all in. And when I was really puzzled, how come I cannot create a life with the love of my life by my side? I started realizing I'm doing the stuff everyone else is doing, but I'm not going deep enough. I'm doing surface level stuff, so obviously I'm not receiving the in-depth, profound connection and magnificent soul love relationship that I desire. And that's where I knew it. Okay, there's no more waiting. It's here and now because I decide it's here and now. How deep can I go? Okay, I don't know how to do it on my own any longer. I've got to hire help. After 1 month of nervous system regulation and going into a deep work, my heart told me, Eliza, that's it. This is how far you could get yourself, This is how far you could get yourself on your own. Now it's time to hire help, or you will just be going backwards because you cannot go further on your own. And the whole wide world moves forward. So you will automatically move backwards. And that's when I hired one-on-one coach with the last of my money. The last of my money on my bank account. I didn't know what would happen later. There was no guarantee. It was only an opportunity, a chance for something bigger. And within the first 2 weeks, I realized everything I was missing out on my own. I was missing out on how addicted I was to unworthiness, how addicted I was to frustration, how addicted I was to being broken, not whole. I could hold the wholeness frequency for 3-4 days, 5. That's it. And then it was a spiral down, broken into pieces, tearing apart, no, who am I anymore? And I needed help of someone who already did it in order so I can receive the support from that higher frequency and know which steps to take, instead of now trying to find out for next 50 years of my life how to do it, where I can learn from someone in 2 weeks or a month. And I did exactly that. And that were the results I received. Just few months after applying recipe, which I'm sharing inside of the one, the love of my life just showed up. I was offline. I was off social media. The picture just popped up. I touched phone in a wrong way, opened the app, boom, the picture popped up, and I knew it right away. Oh my God. Oh my God. Then it took me only 3 days. It took me 3 days to keep on facing the internal conditioned thoughts, judge, my parents will never approve of it. Because that's not the type of relationship I was brought up to be in. And then I chose my happiness over pleasing my parents. A year later, 2 years later, I'm fully and entirely healed, absolutely healed from any type of hurt I have ever nurtured. I nurtured that hurt from my parents throughout the past years. Absolutely healed. The last time I called my mom, just maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, she's in Poland, I'm in Arizona. I had the best conversation with her of our whole life. It was so beautiful and amazing. I'm having yet again a phenomenal relationship with my dad. And the memories through nervous system regulation, the memories I have in my body, in my mind, in my wholeness, are those amazing memories when we were the besties. Where we were the besties, not those painful memories. That's the beauty of going all in. The question is, how free do you want to be? Because every single one of us is addicted to being the old self. So if you desire to no longer wonder who are you gonna take with you to that wedding you are invited to, when you are done with just clapping for others because they got what they desire and you still only watching others receive it, when you are entirely done with it, when you desire your next relationship to be a whole another level, you also know your frequency has got to go there, which requires you to invest into yourself and changing how you see yourself, changing the identity from single, not good enough, lonely, needing to be loved, into someone entirely different, into the wholeness and magnificence expression of you. And that's exactly what's inside of the one. The one is an experience with a series of trainings, videos, and spiritual tools that they are provided inside of this one singular container. You are receiving a lifetime access to. This is where I'm teaching you, leading you, and guiding you to go through nervous system regulation, emotional healing, emotional intelligence, to up-level the frequency of your uniqueness expression. It's already within you. All it has to be is come out. This is where you had to learn. This is where you get to learn how magnificent you are exactly the way you are. You don't need another dating app. You don't need to lose weight to meet the most phenomenal and beautiful men or women of your life. You don't need to go into 2,000 different dates and risk meeting a serial killer, because, you know, who knows who you're gonna meet next time. I heard these stories. You don't have to do the things that they are not in alignment with who you are. You can stay so crazy, obsessed and passionate about your purpose work and create a relationship with that person is exactly equally expressed in their purpose work, or simply fully gets it and respects how much of your love and energy goes into your purpose mission. You don't have to settle for less. But you've got to go all inwards to release the stuff that it is in you. Those old false beliefs that you have to agree with someone just to keep them in your life. That you have to do things that they are not integrity with you. You absolutely not. But it is entirely up to you which energies you choose to keep on carrying into your next chapter. Okay, loves, I'm gonna finish that. Let me know how is that actually landing for you. I'm gonna wave to you all. Hello, hello, hello. How is that actually landing in your heart? So amazing to have you here with me. Let me know which aspect of this video is the thing you needed to hear the most. Now, the price for the one goes up tonight at midnight, my time here in Arizona, Mountain Time. Right now, we have a nearly 3 p.m. and the price goes up at 12 midnight from $333 investment right now into $555. It's an absolute no-brainer to join right now. Send me private message day one and I will send you the registration link so you can hop in and start creating the relationship of your life where you get to meet your specific person before the end of this year. You don't have to wait another decade. You don't have to swipe endlessly through those apps. You don't have to do the things that do not feel in alignment, and you get to keep your integrity. You get to keep your magnificence. You get to keep shining with your divine uniqueness without changing who you are to fit someone who doesn't fit your picture. I'm sending you lots of love, many blessings. Love yourself more than ever before, and I will see you in the next video.